You see this? And you think you can come here? You better come ready. Don't come here if you ain't fit.
Yeah, I did, the Leadville the mountain bike race for 2 years in a row.
You do it last year?
I did it not last year, I did the previous 2 years.
Okay. I saw you there. Hinman was there.
Oh, okay.
You familiar with Eric Hinman? When he was like 26, got overweight, and then woke up when he was like 30 and was like,
No.
I'm done.
I'm done.
And now is absolutely just shredded to the gills, doesn't drink, doesn't, like, when I first met him, he was trying to get into the CrossFit games as a Masters athlete.
Yeah.
And then now he's kind of dabbling in high rocks.
Yeah.
But long story short, he lives in Denver.
Okay.
So if you're ever out that way,
yeah, we go out there a lot. We hunt
he
out
is
there a lot.
huge mountain biker.
Really? Okay.
Loves mountain biking.
Oh, cool. Heck yeah. I'd never really done any effort over probably 2 hours. The games, we had done some. And I'd done a couple 24-hour relays, but man, just sitting on a bike for 9 hours and trying to go sub 9 on that, and then trying to keep yourself fed at was just way different, which was good, outside the scope of what I'm used to.
Yeah, I've done 2 Ironmans.
Yeah.
And man, when I hit about 5 hours on that bike, you're like,
This sucks. This isn't fun anymore.
Man, and luckily for me at that time, I'm like, hey, I got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But being at 5 and having to go to 9, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you train? Did you train for that?
So what I did was
what I'm really asking here is did you train your ass for that?
So I did a lot of I stayed kind of like CrossFit fit.
Yeah.
But then I would towards when I guess it was the last, I'll say 100 days, I rode every single day at least an hour. One of the days I would go 2 hours, and then the second day I would go 2, started out at 2, would go to 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and I got up to 5, 5.5.
Yeah.
The hard part is, similar to Texas, man, it's so hot and humid. It's more of you overheat than anything else, and so that was the hard part. And then to get those miles, I'd have to be on the road. And so you're just baking on the road.
Yeah, for me, last year training for the first Texas run, it was the highest temperature I saw was the actual temp was 107 and feels like was 115. Yeah. But that's just to the point where the sun is physically burning your skin.
Yeah, you're on.
And it's not the humidity.
Yeah.
I went to Florida to Tampa where Amanda's family lives and ran on this Pinellas Trail or something like that. And it was 94 degrees.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. You're get claustrophobic. Yeah.
I couldn't breathe.
You're breathing underwater.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It was horrific. It was horrible. I would rather run and give me 120
that was the
degrees.
altitude, man. When we got to Colorado, I'm like, oh, this is. I'll take this any day over humidity.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take
why
altitude any day.
I never had issues with altitude at all.
They have this bet that Jake doesn't bet, doesn't gamble, doesn't talk trash, but he started talking trash to these guys about running a mile the fastest.
Well, we'll start with High Rocks. We're gonna beat them High Rocks.
Okay, so they have a High Rocks bet, but then they did a mile time bet, and Dre waxed him. And the other guy beat him as well. And so, he got last.
All guys don't run miles fast.
Telling me.
You got the first 100 meters, but after that.
The first 800, okay?
Okay.
And then Dre got 5:02, and then you got what, 5:22? 5:22.
Oh, also with that, I lost probably $120 in bets. Dre's making shirts. You might have it today. For the next month. We're on the clock. I have to wear a shirt that says, you're going to get a white shirt at Walmart, and it says, me dumb on it. Or I slow.
We do a little fitness bets and fitness stuff here. So that's, but Jake, when he knew you were coming, was like, hey, can I beat him? I was like, yeah. So he's a big fan.
You walk around in here?
No, come on.
You leave my bag here?
Yeah, you can leave here. Nobody's going to steal it. Whatever. So this is where athletes, the games athletes, semifinals athletes train. They go out here. Obviously, they use this, but when classes are going on and stuff, it just kind of gets tough because you see how big that class is. It starts taking away from the equipment. Yeah. And in the evenings, it's even worse. And so this is kind of their area that if you made semifinals at least the previous year, you have access to this.
Yeah. I realized that So I started working out at CrossFit Georgetown, which is a Valor Fit affiliate.
Yeah.
I think they're affiliated with, I don't know CrossFit World yet, but they're affiliated with Proven, whatever that means.
Nice, yeah. Proven's Tia, who won the.
So they're in Nashville, but I don't understand like the affiliate.
Yeah. Well, they probably do the programming that they put out.
Yeah.
We have our own. It's called Mayhem Athlete, and people follow that, and so
that's what Nate does. Nate Illingsworth?
Yeah. He goes to a gym that does our stuff, but then we have Mayhem Punt, which is like CrossFit but geared towards hunting.
That'd be a fun time. There's the whole studio back here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought that it was going to be this room. Yeah. I didn't know there was like a whole nother room. Yeah.
What fitness do you have in mind?
I don't know. He's the guest. I'm just gonna let him do anything he wants to do that he doesn't normally do. You got anything you don't want to do? Anything looking around you do want to do?
I'm pretty open. I can scale anything.
Yeah.
Not strong, so whatever. I'll do whatever though.
Is there anything you look around and you're like, oh man, I've never done that, I want to try it? Or?
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday of Sydney Wells climbing that wall, and I was like, damn, I wonder if I could do that.
There's like a balance of like, you've got to make sure this peg is in and you've got it locked here, but you do kind of lean back away from the wall a little bit, and then you can kind of rock up into it when you get a little bit more fatigued.
This is part of the games?
It can be. You just never know. That's the kind of the beauty of, and I think why someone like, there's a lot of like skill to it, a lot of core. Surprisingly, a lot of core. You wouldn't think.
Oh yeah, wow.
Well, so you're going straight, strict, so get your feet on the wall. There you go, lean back a little bit. So remember how I was saying, if you get straight up against the wall, it's a little harder? Yeah,
Put your feet on it?
Yeah, I do. You can do it strict where you're just here.
But that's hard to stay back.
But yeah, you're gonna like keep your arms bent if you're gonna do it strict.
So you're like this.
So you're like here.
Yeah.
And then you just, the one thing though, be careful and make sure those pegs are in, because you will just fall straight out. Like when we were training for the games one time, we were both pegboarding, and I was about almost all the way up, and all of a sudden I just see, woof, and Dre just fell flat on his back. So it happens. So you just got to make sure that thing's locked in, but that last position you were in, kind of tucked, leaning back, that's the like.
I have the strength. I don't think I have the one arm strength, because as soon as I let go,
the hard part too is, if you let that arm get fully, you're stuck. So you almost got to keep in a like, it's not a full 90-90, but like there.
Or you use the momentum to
you can use the momentum to get up there.
Oh, little bitch. Now it's gonna piss me off.
Now you're gonna be pissed. Lean back a little bit. There you go. All right, so you let that basically. So whatever leg is, whatever arm's going up, that leg goes up. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're here. Like that. There you go.
I can't. I'll do it all day. It'll piss me off. Like it's just being fit.
Yeah. It's not
like that. Like
well,
it's,
it's just nerding out on it and the methodology and all that. It's like you train the different energy systems. Like you're super like elite in the aerobic. System, but in like you're saying, I'm not strong because you specialize, which is awesome. Like,
or even like the muscular endurance. Like that is because you have to have the mix of anaerobic, aerobic, muscular endurance, and strength.
Yeah, there's just so much. Like everybody's like, oh, runners are the fittest, and you're like, fittest all around. They're really good at aerobic, and then you got bikers. Bikers are the most powerful. You're like, not really. And so it's like you got to blend it all, right?
It's like what is fit.
But we're also not good at anything. Oh, like great at anything. We're good at a lot of stuff, but we're not great. Like people are like, you guys are so strong. Yeah, but to an Olympic lifter, we're weak, And then to a runner, we're not good runners.
I was watching the first time I think I ever even caught the CrossFit games when they were in Dallas.
And
I was watching it, and man, seeing those dudes go out at that size and running like a 440, 450 mile, that's when I was like, like I knew of CrossFit, but I saw that and I was like, oh, like these guys are different.
Yeah, well
like I think that like being able to be that size and go out and do that is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good to see one of the best CrossFitters in the entire world doesn't even know how to ride a workout, because I do this same thing in my garage. Where you're like, man, okay, so I did this, yesterday, and then 2 days ago and then three days ago okay, so that means that I'm just gonna go for a run today.
That's not my default. I guess I'll rope climb in GHD. That's where my head would go.
After the Texas run, that was CrossFit Georgetown.
Yeah.
And we did thrusters and then burpees over bar. And this kid had to be right next to me who was fit as
yeah.
And not
gonna let him
and
win.
just had to do the burpees. And I was like watching his tally marks and I just kept going, and next thing you know it's like, and I'm like tasting copper and I'm like, oh, and I like look down, like heart rate like 193. That was the first time in my life that I didn't even know. Like, have you tasted blood like that? Never. I don't think. During like a workout, like maybe like just a hint during a track workout.
Yeah.
But like that was.
When you're on threshold a lot.
We do
a lot of stuff at
prominent.
threshold. Yeah.
That was prominent. Like I was like, oh, I am dying. This is death. This is what death tastes like.
I was thinking 15 cal, 15 GHT, 15 burpees, 15 cal echo. If we just keep it lateral burpees over a bar, then it's faster. Probably back and forth.
Is this a warm-up or is this a workout?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, to which part? First
round is the warm-up.
First
we
round.
do 10 sets, that's a workout.
Oh. This and you think you can come here, you better come ready. Don't come here if you ain't fit.